Good day, my friend. Another beautiful day in creation. Always an opportunity, always a sequence of moments to explore what it is like being in a body on a planet, and if I have a say-so over my experience in the midst of everything is presenting and in the midst of what everybody else is doing. And the answer is yes, I totally have a say-so, because I am the one that can choose my actions and reactions. I have total control on that. I have total power, and it is the only thing that I can control and that I have power upon. I cannot control the circumstances. I cannot control what everybody else is doing. I cannot control their behaviors, their actions. No, not that. I don't have the power for doing that. I'm totally impotent in front of those things, okay? Those things I cannot control. I can control my inner environment. That is total power. I have the total power. I'm totally omnipotent about that. So I guess I can enjoy my life, right? I can enjoy my experience from a place where I can see every human for what they are and for who they are, and who are they? Particles of light, expression of creator consciousness. And that's enough for me to just be at peace within myself, because I know that nobody lacks anything. I do not lack anything. Everybody chooses for themselves. I choose for myself. That's it. There is no way I can condition their behaviors. I'm aware of this. Then I don't bother, because if I try, I'm gonna kill my body. It's very simple. And I don't want it. I know better. So I want to just enjoy. I want to enjoy having a youthful body. Continue breathing, continue enjoying. If I want to go to the gym, enjoy the pump, enjoy the relationship, and enjoy what presents, okay? And enjoying the beautiful dear brothers that will present in my life to connect, without wanting anything from them, without having any sort of agenda, because when I stay completely in my heart center, there is no wants. Now I'm asking you all the time to subscribe to my channel, but yeah, I'm asking you. But if you do not subscribe, for me it's the same. Just because at the end of the day, I go back here, and not only at the end of the day, it is an expression, but I go back here, and here I don't need your subscription. I know I have a golden hand of the universe just behind my vehicle, behind my body, and gonna offer me what I need to support my journey and the things that I like to do. So I like to express to you on YouTube, and until I like it, I will do it. And if the universe will support by bringing me the subs and by bringing me the abundance for what I share, that would be fantastic. But as I say, in true reality, I have no expectations, because I can only follow my excitement, bring it forth to the maximum I can bring it forth without no expectation until I cannot bring it forth any further. So if that means that we are not getting any subscriber, it's fine. I'm still doing what I do when I do it. And if at some point I decide to quit sharing by this channel, that would be perfect. That would be what it would be. But I know within myself that I'm sharing something valuable, so I use it myself. I use it myself even for not having the real expectation. I'd like that you subscribe, because that's the way in which that you subscribe and that you watch the videos, generating all the hours that YouTube requests for monetizing. So I'd like that is a mean of bringing abundance, but I don't know if it will ever come to fruition, and if I just shift interest along the way and I don't do it any longer for one reason or another. And definitely I'm gonna always follow my feet, or my body's feet. So now we are on the freeway with this beautiful flowing share. I felt like I wanted to share. It's coming through so beautifully. And I'm heading to goals for leg day. Okay, it will be a quadriceps dominant day with just a posterior chain recall, but it won't be a very strong recall, because I already addressed all the main stuff, all the main lift in the dedicated day days ago. Okay, so I haven't yet decided if I'm gonna go with the front squat, giving continuity for to the last 2 months, or getting back on the back squat. Actually, I'm starting feeling the excitement of getting back into the back squat. And then I'm gonna have for sure, or hopefully, not for sure, because it will depend on the timing, how it will present, if it will present at the right time, and perfect timing and synchronicity, the hip belt squat. Okay, where I'm gonna be with a good amount of reps, like 10 to 12, and a 1 minute interval, because now the direction is having an hypertrophy oriented work, which will also help the body to burn some fat, okay, while I do not overeat, I do not overfeed my body, okay. Now there is all the talk about calories, okay. If I want to use consciousness, I'm gonna tell you the body doesn't know what the calorie is. But since we introduced this calorie idea, that has created more damage than benefits to the body. Because ideally the body, you eat it, pass it through, and just uses it, doesn't store anything more than true necessity. But when we start with calorie, with the density of the judgment, everything changes, because when we start with calorie, what happens is we start judging, and now the body go into dyslexic mode, because it knows what to do, but the back and forth with the judgment just will not let it do. I make you an example, or not let it do optimally. I make you an example. You have dear brothers, I was one of them, that are earlier in their life. They can eat anything, and they just remain lean. They have abs, six-pack. They can eat, a lot of food, any sort of food, no problems. Okay? And those are the dear brothers that have no judgment on calories. Okay? Especially for me, it was true until I started the gym. Basically, I was eating all sorts of, all sorts of that stuff, but I wasn't overeating, okay? So I didn't really need to eat all that stuff. Like, I was starting to eat, my mother was always telling me to come eating lunch, and I didn't have not even breakfast before. It was 2-3 p.m. in my boy times and also in my teens, and I didn't have any food, and I didn't want it. But then I would just, in the afternoon, I would just eat all sorts of, merendine, spreads, having beverages, Coca-Cola, aranciata, cookies, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And maybe just one sitting and feeling fine with it. And then having dinner, what was presented. And my mother was not the best cook on the planet. She wasn't able to prepare a good meat for the palate, so a good palatable meat dish. I ate it, eating meat when presented from her. Same with pasta. But then she was frying, and she was doing polpette. Polpette, she was good at doing it. She was doing a lot of fry, a lot of, potatoes and stuff like, that I will enjoy it. And I was eating these. So, and then she was feeding me sofficini, all those highly processed food with tempura and stuff like that from Italy. And I was having this. That was my nutrition until I became a bodybuilder. And I had zero fat. My body, when I started training, was 95 pounds. I continued eating like that for almost 3 years. When I decided I wanted to become a bodybuilder, because I wasn't growing, the body wasn't growing. But I wasn't even getting fat. I had an excellent six-pack, and some idea, that I was touching something. I wasn't yet, sure that I was moving the body, so to speak, but not having full bellies. Full bellies came after just 2 weeks exploding of the, so to speak, proper nutrition. But there I started calorie. But even with calories, my body has so many years, until 19, from 0 to 19, of not thinking about calories, having zero idea what a calorie is. And super lean. And then it carried on in my bulking mass program, where I was eating a shitload of food. I was eating like professional bodybuilders. I actually copied my plan straight from Sean Ray in his bulk cycle. And I was eating that, and my body exploded, gaining no fat. You know, it didn't become like Sean Ray because there were no extra, you know, supplements. But it became a bodybuilder. It was fantastic. So just letting you know, the body doesn't know calories, and knowing calories can make more damage than benefits. But I feel like there are some beings that are okay with the concept of calorie, like they don't judge it, like I didn't. When, as a matter of fact, for me it was just to get size. So getting big, I didn't think about the fear of getting fat. So I got body as a bodybuilder, but zero fat gained. So it was lean and big. It was like 72 kilos on 172 centimeters. But on my body structure, which is very thin, like rachidico, it was an excellent physicality. You can still see my beautiful shape. But it was more because it was fuller. Okay, now I don't eat like that anymore. And perhaps sometimes the ego tend to wanting to force me watching calorie, which doesn't make it easier for the body. But also, I say when I repolarize my food, I say, body, okay, take what you need for optimal health and well-being, pass the rest through with no harm. So the body, it doesn't care about being big. The body cares about optimal health and well-being and homeostasis. So if the body wants some extra fat, it will store some extra fat, even if, for example, I am eating in a specific way. Anyway, this is mental constipation, you see. So I do not recommend any of that. Just take a breath and let the body be the body, ideally forgetting about calories. But I know it's very challenging because forgetting about calories means really becoming a master of consciousness. Master of consciousness where you totally transcend and purge from your cellular structures, from your cells, literally, all those constructs, all these ideas. And it might be more difficult for others than from other others. But it can be done. So, can be done, it's, we are exploring, okay? So now the freeway was totally blocked. I decided to shift on an exit, and now I'm merging into Sepulveda and from there going into Lincoln a little bit earlier than I was supposed to, and hopefully we're gonna hit goals in perfect timing and synchronicity, okay? Starting to present even some little rain. So bless my heart that I changed shoes, because if it rains more, I don't need to wear 5 figures tonight after the gym. So I will have a wonderful experience with my barefoot hobby bear shoes. Now, what I was saying, every moment is a moment to reconnect with your breath and with your body, feeling your presence. Okay, got it. So I bind all energies, entities, and thought forms from goals, gym, locals now, and I bind them up, out, and away to the sun to be repolarized for the good of humanity never to return. And I command to be replaced with the Creator light beamness. And I bind all energies, entities, and thought forms from all dear brothers and gods. And now I bind them to the sun to be repolarized for the good of humanity never to return. And also I command their creator consciousness, their higher levels started to merge through their base into their bodies. For the highest good and the highest good of all concerned, and so it is. So as I give those commands, I'm actually as an instrument of creator consciousness. I'm really affecting positive, beneficial outcome there. But there is always the ego of the people, and they might block it. But over time, it will always work. Which means those dear brothers will experience a better unfoldments in their life. They're gonna have better insights. They're gonna have more messages for their higher levels. And be able to redecide when they want, if they want, with perfect timing and synchronicity. That's what everybody can do. Huh? You can do it, I can do it. We are all instruments. Instruments of creator consciousness. There isn't a being in creation that do not own this toolkit. It's just are you using it? Are you using it in your favor? Are you using it against yourself? That's creator. That's up to them. That's it. Oh, that's why I understand why today the experience wasn't feeling fantastic with the AC, and why I was still sweating like a horse. But I was really sweating. Okay. It was because yesterday when I was carrying my beef that was in the car for almost an hour after purchasing it without ice. And I directed all the AC streams onto the beef bag to keep it fresh. So they were all against the passenger seats. So now everything, there was the air conditioning, the AC on, but I wasn't feeling it. My body is very sweaty. So now we are redirecting and now it feels fantastic. So today I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy after the workout, depending on freshness. I'm gonna do deliveries, gonna assist more directly, bringing the food. It's on and on and on, according to our preferences. I would love, support from YouTube more than doing deliveries, but I was still driving because the thing that I like more the deliveries is driving around. So, with the YouTube, as long as it gets momentum, if it gets momentum, then I will start really, using the abundance to bring it around town and possibly around all the United States. So that's the dream life, okay? According to my specifics, so to speak. That's what it is. Let's see how it comes. The good pizza, the Holly pizza, they have some interesting pizza here. It's not like pizza napoletana. It's not like pizza d'Alternano. It's not like pizza da Paolillo, pizza al ghetto. It's not like that, but let's say palatable. Palatable. You see, I had a moment at which I figured out. Those are coming from the Agashik. Those are coming, looked at here, brother. Just take your time, my friend. Walking out the street at this pace. No walking lines. Just going. Okay. He was there at the right moment because the light is striking his chords as well. Anyway, so moving forward is enjoy the enjoyment. Yeah, it's fluid. I like more, I think this ride inland than staying maybe the same time on the freeway, stuck there without motion. I prefer this. So that was a win-win situation. Let's see if we can make it a goals, okay? So yes, I freaked out because for a moment I believed I didn't have my mic activated and somewhere, and I look at what is this? That's the mind take command. Make me react. Just you see how it works. Like I spoke all this time and nothing coming through basically because with AC too much the noise. So you see, we are not always doing by the book, by the toolkit, so to speak, but we recognize it and we say, okay, this is what used to be, but thank you, but not thank you. This is not real, not true for me any longer. The experience was real, but this is not true for me any longer, so I do not need to react and freak out if something similar presents. This is not true for me anymore. Thank you, but no thank you. So now, the next step is I welcome back all my energy, all my power, all my soul fragmentations. You see? Clear and purified back into my body now, back into myself now. And moving forward, okay? And I had a beautiful explosion in the back of my neck. which means this energy of preoccupation and freaking out is leaving the body. And when this energy leaves the body, what happens? The body is rejuvenated. That's what it is, that's how it works. You have the toolkit, use it in your favor, if you wish. If you don't wish it, I honor you. You can do what you want with your life. You're free. I am free, you're free. Nobody outside of you can give you anything that you don't give to yourself. You cannot find happiness in a woman or in a man. You cannot find happiness through abundance or position, stuff like that. No. Your presence is the freeing agent, the one that makes you free and makes you enjoy life. You can have all the women of the world, all the sex of the world, you can have all the money of the world, all the belongings of the world, and feel miserable about yourself. And seeing your body still degenerating at the speed of light, and just accept it like it is normal, it's just life. Okay, I want to change your belief, keep it, but you have the tools. Because also when we make our experience conditional to all these elements, basically we're giving our power away to them. Then we're not free. Because what happens if you lose all the women, you lose all the sex, you lose all the money, all the belongings, everything? What happens? What's left? What's left, it's your essence, which is timeless and eternal. It exists and will always. And then, hopefully, what the other part that's left is the body. And now you can deal with what is presenting using your kit. But in true reality, after all those amenities are gone, you still have yourself. That always is. Isn't it beautiful? Because it is beautiful. Okay, my friend, now I just enjoying the fluidity of an empty Lincoln Boulevard here. Perhaps all the guys that are stuck on the freeway are making it possible now, because it's pretty fluid. Thanks for watching.